Big Joe coming at you with another gear video. This is the breakdown of my equipment and how it works and what it does for me. I show everything in here except for my Gibson guitar, which you can see in my other videos, and information will be in the description. I'll try and do a breakdown of all this equipment in the description of the video. You're not going to find any affiliate links because that's not how I run. I'm not an affiliate guy and I don't want to make money off of that stuff. I just want you to see what I'm doing. If it works for you, great. If you got questions, hit me in the comments. Here we have the front of the mixer. At the very top, I've got my own homemade patch bay. Got the antennas for my wireless gear, PowerCon connectors, my Ethercon connector, and then spare cables for plugging in my my left and right, main speakers, and a cable for I can plug in a cable to run a wired body pack for my my in-ear monitors. Below that we have a Midas MR12 digital mixer, and it's all pre-patched and ready to go. When I get to a gig, I have to hook up my my power cable, which is the blue extension cord that's up at the upper left, and then my snake, which is this one here. I have a homemade 25-foot snake that's just wrapped up. It's got my Ethercon connector, my source for my my guitar, which just comes out on a 1/4-inch TS cable. And we have a MIDI cable, and then the power that goes out on an Ethercon connector right here, and that goes out to my board, to my pedal board. Below that we have a Shure wireless for my guitar, a Phenyx Pro wireless that goes for my in-ear monitors, and then we got a Tripp-Lite ISO bar that does some power regulation and filtering for all the equipment. So here we have the back of the rack case. You can see all the wireless gear, the cable routing. Most importantly, on the back, you're going to see the router that I use for connecting my my phone and my iPad to the mixer itself, and my mic splitter. It's the Behringer unit, and the back half of the Cat 5 snake, which is this box right here. Onto the pedal board we go. The guitar comes into a Peterson Strobostomp, a Fender Engager Boost. It's a nice clean boost. It works really well for what I want it to do. And two JHS pedals, a Hall reverb, and a delay. The kid's got some Minecraft stickers on there. That kind of makes me happy. Got my page turner pedal that I use for commanding my iPad, a MIDI captain pedal that I use for commanding the mixer itself, and two DI boxes. The one on the left has my guitar signal, and the one on the right is for my iPad, and that has my backtracks and my click come in on separate tracks. The last things we have is a thing for spare picks and a spot to keep my my business cards. It's handy to have those at a gig and know that you've always got them. Last piece is the Cat 5 snake, where the very left here, that's my mic in, backtracks, click, and guitar signal, and they all go back on Cat 6 cable to the mixer, to that splitter that's on the back of the rack. And here we have the M-Vave, I think is how it's pronounced, the Cube Turner pedal. In order to get this to work with Stage Tracks 3, which is what I use for backtracks on my iPad, you need to download the app to your device, pair this to your device, and then set up MIDI codes that will work with Stage Tracks. Not a tutorial. If you have questions, hit me up in the comments, but otherwise, you know, it's not all that hard to figure out. And I've got it set for, as you can see by my labeling, which is the other thing I'm going to tell you, label everything. When you get to a gig, the last thing you want to worry about is what goes where, what does what. Take the thinking out of the equation, do yourself a favor, and label everything. So we have the two buttons. We have play and next. And this one here will do play and pause, and this one will skip a song. So let's say at the beginning of my set list here, I've got Wheat Kings by the Tragically Hip. If you're American, great Canadian band, look them up. So I hit the play button, and it immediately starts playing the song. As you can see, my time is ticking away here. It's going to start running through, showing me the chords as it starts picking up the song. And then I can hit pause, it brings me back. And then if I wanted to skip to the next song, which would be Heart of Gold by Neil Young, I hit my play button again, and it brings it back, and I start playing again. Pretty thrilling stuff. But let me tell you, it saves another little bend over, another little moment of just being able to hit a pedal and carry on with your show. I'm quite happy with how it works. So now I want to show you the MIDI Captain Nano 4, which is a programmable MIDI pedal that I use to control my mixer. And it can do all kinds of craziness. I just use it for basic functions because that's all I need it for. I have it to mute my vocal mic, to mute the effects on my vocal mic, which is nice for crowd addressing between songs. I can mute my mains, like my main left-right output, and I also use a room mic with my my inner monitors. At least I'm trying one. It's this is a new one for me. I just got this set up last night with a mic that I had. So to run these ones, you can see down here, like for my room mic, if I so now it's muted when the pedal lights up, it's muted, and I keep it stock muted, like from my setup. So now I've unmuted it with the foot pedal, and now it's back to muted again. Same with my mains. The first time I touch it, they stay muted because the red light on means that it's on mute. Unmuted, muted. Same with my vocal mic. Mute, unmute, and everything is unmuted. This one I have to go digging through settings to show you, but you're just gonna have to trust me that it works, and I can mute my mute the effects on my vocal mic. So now lastly, the few of the side pieces here. Rechargeable batteries. Can't recommend them enough for your for all your wireless gear. Both of these items here take AA's. The inner monitor seems to last not quite as long as the guitar wireless. I don't know why that is, but I mean, if we're being entirely honest, the Phenyx Pro gear is on the bottom end of acceptable, at least in my opinion. It's doing the job for me, but as soon as I can afford to buy a piece of Shure equipment to do the job, then that's what's going to happen. So we got a Shure SLX wireless. It's an older wireless. I got it secondhand, and it does a really good job. The old trusty SM58. That's arguably one of the more versatile, dynamic. It's you know, again, it's on the lower end, but whatever. It sounds good. It does the job for me, and I'm happy with it. It's built like a tank. You could use it as a hammer and then sing a show, and you're going to be just fine. Don't use it as a hammer. I'm only kidding. So then we have what I'm going to use for my room mic. It's an Audio Technica AT2020. We're going to see. I honestly don't know how it's going to be, but I do feel a bit of isolation with the in-ear monitors, and I'm going to try and combat that, and whether I cause myself more problems or it helps, we'll see. This is my backup. It's my for my wired in-ear monitors. It runs out of the aux from that homemade patch bay that I've got, and I just run an XLR cable right into the back of it. It's got two AA batteries, which aren't in it right now because, you know, I try not to leave batteries in things that I'm not using long term. But yeah, it works okay. It sounds okay. It does what I need it to do. And if the Phenyx system ever decides to die on me unexpectedly, then you know, I'm not high and dry, because nobody wants to listen to a click in a monitor for you know, 3 hours of music. Last but not least, I'm again on the bottom end with the Shure SE215 wired in-ear monitors. They They work, they sound okay. I can't justify anything more at this point. Maybe at some point I can afford something better, but for now they do the job. Now, welcome back to part 2. Here's where we go over all the rest of the equipment and how I'm working it. So, for starters, this is with the effects muted using my foot pedal. Check 1, 2. So now we got the effects back. Turn that off for now. If I wanted to mute my vocal mic, guitar still works, but the vocal mic mutes itself. So if I need to yell at someone, you know, like across the bar to whatever, then I've got that opportunity, right? So now if I wanted to start my track, I've got my iPad ready to go and armed off to the side. Hit my play button. There'll be like a few second delay before the click hits. On all the tracks, I give myself a brief warning whether I need to use a capo or not, the opening chord, and a count in. So there. Now it says GC 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, that's how that works. And now if I wanted to skip to the next song, let's say, you know, I'm really not feeling that song, which I am. I love the Tragically Hip. Look them up. If you're American, look up the Tragically Hip, please. I hit the next button. I hit my play button. I get my next song. Anyway, you get the idea there. And that's the whole of it. Beyond that, the only thing that I would show other than this would be using the main speaker, but it's a practice night, and I just wanted to share this little bit of information. And like, really, if you've got any questions at all, there's no such thing as a stupid question, just a smart-ass answer. Hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help. I hope this was helpful for you, and you know, as all the kids say, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.